Welcome back to In Case You Missed It, the weekly recap, our weekly show where we give you the week's worth of pop culture news and updates, and there's always a lot to go over. My name is Faith, and this is my sister Emily and our best friend Sophia. So, what's everyone doing? How was everyone's weekend? What did we get into? What are we doing this week? How was everyone's work day?
Okay, so you guys, I went to the pool this weekend, which, as you know, I'm in Dallas, so it was very hot this weekend. When I tell you, usually like I read a book a day, it's pretty fast, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Jack, I was like, I'm going to the pool. I left at like 12. I came back at like 4, and he was like, Did you finish your book? And I was like, No, not yet, because if you like people watching, this pool was like, it was a movie, literally. Like
Oh.
insane. Like there was a woman breaking up with her boyfriend at the pool. Like no,
Oh.
literally like cussing him out on the phone. She's drinking her wine. It's literally 12 a.m., 12 p.m. Like I was genuinely so flabbergasted. So like I didn't read a single page of this novel, this book, like literally did not even glance at it because I was just pretending to so I could listen to this woman's conversation. Her and Sean broke up. She was like, "You need to
Yikes.
come get your stuff or I'm mailing it back to you." She's like, "I don't give an F what you think about me. Like I'm so done. I used to care what you think about." And I just was like, not to be so like judgmental, but I was like, you're a grown ass woman, like having this conversation in a public place. Like,
That's
is a
Yeah.
pool. What are you
Did it
doing?
occur to her once while having this conversation? Other people can hear me right now.
No,
I don't think she cared.
I think she wanted like people to listen to her or like wanted people to like talk about it with. And I really was just like not in the mood, nor did I want to be this woman's friend. And like again, she was significantly older than me. Like I want to say like 45, 50. Okay. Like
So it
she was
wasn't
Oh,
like another girl in her
wow.
no,
20s.
no, no. If it was a girly like me, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that man. Like, no, it was not like that. Like,
Oh,
this was
that's
an older
wild.
woman. And I just was like,
Yeah, you're like
jaw on the
too old to
floor.
be acting like that. Honestly, it might be a Dallas thing because when I lived in Dallas, my next door neighbors would fight so loud. I could literally hear them in my apartment. I would like record it to put on my private story or like I'd FaceTime Emily and show her. Like they would scream at each other. And there was one time the guy like kept calling her a hoe, and I was like, girl, you better walk out that apartment right now because if that man is disrespecting you that hard, like he ain't the one. But this went on the entire summer I lived there.
It
So
was
literally,
really bad.
it
Like when
was
I was there,
loud.
it was really bad. I snore, so one of the nights I slept on the couch. And where the couch was, it was against the wall of where these loud neighbors were. And I was kept up so late by these neighbors fighting.
That
I
sounds
was so close to knocking.
No, there were times like I really wanted to go over there and be like, all right, can y'all give it a rest? Because like clearly this is an
This
ongoing
isn't
issue.
working.
So like maybe let's call it quits. Like maybe it's time.
in college in Tampa, I had a neighbor and I literally still have this video on my phone because I was so close to calling the police, but like I obviously it's like such a weird thing. Literally, this couple screaming match, throwing stuff, breaking stuff. And like I finally did call
Giving
like
Taylor Freaky
apartment
balls.
security because I was like,
Hey,
I just want to make sure this woman's okay. Like I'm
Yeah,
concerned, but also like we're in college, like what's happening here? I don't know.
right.
I just was genuinely so taken aback this weekend that and I don't know, I think it's weird when people have these conversations in public. Like I don't
I
know
like whisper
where
on the phone in public.
no, same. I'm like I'm
oh,
embarrassed to
I
be
don't.
talking on
I
the
actually
phone.
No,
don't. I
Emily has people
remember
on speaker.
once I,
That's
no,
crazy,
that's
Em.
mom. One time I was on the phone at the grocery store and I was on the phone with Mora and we were just yapping away and a lady audibly was like, could you,
If she asks you
it
to
was like,
quiet
could
down,
you
she has the
move?
right.
Or she was like loud enough that I was like, excuse you, I'm minding my own business. It was like summertime, so I think I'd like come from the beach. I was just getting a snack. Okay, what else? Did anything else happen at the pool? Is this a big pool where there are a lot of people there, or is this like a smaller area where this lady was just
No, to be fair to her, like it is a bigger area. Like it's like a resort style pool, so like there's different parts of the pool, and she just happened to be like where I was sitting. Like honestly, like I parked my butt. It was popping, but then there was also like this other couple that showed up a little bit later, and they started like fighting, and I was like really uncomfortable because I was like, I feel like again, this is not a conversation that should be had in public. Like please go to your private quarters. I
Yeah.
don't need to see this, nor do I want to. But also, I was like,
But I'll listen.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
I would say my biggest issue with this story that you just told is that you didn't go out to the pool till 12 p.m. UV starts getting really good around 10:30, 11.
I
Why?
had
Please
Pilates.
answer.
I had
She was hitting
Pilates.
her 50th class. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. No, yeah, I had Pilates. I had Pilates at 10. It was from 10 to 11. So then I literally came home and I made myself breakfast and then I went to the pool.
Wait, you kind of hit 50 classes so fast. Like
Really
that was quick.
fast.
That means you're like getting them in.
I go 6 times a week.
That's
Oh my God,
impressive.
Sophia.
No, and it's actually kind of
Looking
crazy because
skinny
I
as
was,
ever, honestly, and your face like slim.
Your face is okay. I want to know your skincare routine because you're looking shiny and good.
you guys, it's Biosense. That's like my holy grail. It's 3 products, swear by them.
But yeah,
Like,
your lips look good too.
well, this is Elf.
I'm gonna put on my Aquaphor while we.
But yeah, no, I did hit 50 Pilates classes. I'm very proud of myself.
I'm
I'm
proud of
able to
you.
do a plank now for 30 seconds without breaking, which is like,
Yeah, wait, guys. Should we, not today, but should we have a plank off at some point?
Yeah, I'll definitely lose. I hate doing planks. My stomach like caves in.
no, this girl on Mondays, we do a plank for a minute and a half. Lowest is 30 seconds every single Monday. And if anybody drops, we start over.
Wait, so you can hold it for a minute and a half?
I cannot. We've never done that. That's like the max that she'll let us pick, and nobody
Okay.
ever
I
picks
was
that.
gonna
She's always
say.
like, how many, like, do we want to do a minute and a half, a minute, or 45? Like, those are typically the options. And then if she's feeling really nice, depending on the class, we do 30 seconds. But literally, like, we all have to get up. She does not start the timer until all of us are up in a plank. And then if anybody drops, we have to start the plank, like the countdown
Wait, this is
over.
kind of cruel and unusual punishment.
No, that gives me PTSD to like my dance days when we would be in ballet and we would all have to like hold and releve, and if anyone dropped, we'd have to start over. No, I don't like that.
Paige triggered.
I am
I like it
triggered.
though because like well you can do like a modified plank or like a standard plank or like whatever, but like I will say she teaches literally every Monday. My planks have gotten better because of her. And my core is a little bit
Period.
stronger. Not
All right,
really.
this is motivating me to work out. I, from being sick and then like the wisdom tooth situation, I feel like I've not worked out much of March, so I need to get my shit back together, and this motivated me, so thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys, why is Alex Earle still liking Braxton Berrios posts?
Because they ended on good terms, Faith.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel like when you're in the public eye, like even if you end on good terms, like you're kind of staying
Yeah,
apart, so
but
people aren't always like, "Oh my God, are they getting back together? Oh my God, you know what I mean?"
didn't you see though at that Aspen festival, Braxton was seen with Alex's dad, so it's like, what if behind the scenes there's still
Oh
some
wait, I didn't see that. When
hmm
was that?
whenever the Aspen
Oh,
music,
is that
oh,
when
that John
Alex
Summit
ran
did.
into him and then she was like, "I cried that night"?
Yeah, I don't know, but there was a video of Braxton and the dad like listening to the music together.
Huh.
How do you think her siblings feel? Like I just really when she announced her breakup, I thought about Thomas.
Did you not see the so Ashley Earle was like posting something
I saw
and
that.
it was like, did you guys break up? And Thomas asked her like 8 times in a row.
Wait, I like obviously feel bad for them, but like, am I the only one that like genuinely thinks Braxton is a loser? And I'm like, she can just do so much better.
No, my toxic trait is liking her toxic ex, the baseball
The
player.
baseball
Okay,
guy, Emily.
no, that's ridiculous. But no,
Guys,
I just think
he's
she can.
so nice to look at.
He's really
I think
not.
he's definitely gone downhill. Like he has not aged gracefully.
Oh, well, I had slipped into his
He
DMs.
also is
That's
not
fine.
good, and neither is Braxton. Like,
Wait, wait,
if she's
wait,
gonna date
wait.
an ath,
Emily, have you DM'd him?
Yeah.
Of course.
what the hell is seriously, Emily? What is wrong with you?
What?
Why do you DM everyone?
She
I
said I'm
don't like,
saving
it's not like
myself.
I'm like sending like a pickup line. Like I'm just sending like, hey.
Wait, one time, one of the episode like segments needs to be like the top 10 men Emily is like DM'd and what she DM'd them.
No, it should be like literally us naming men. Emily, did you DM him?
You guys, this has become a bit at work too. It's like the really sad part because like what gets me through the days, well, they'll just be like a cute guy on like a screen on like a presentation. I'll like text in my group chat like cute, and they're like he's gay, and I'm like, okay, but he's still cute. He needs to look at.
I think that if Alex Earle is gonna date an athlete, it should at least be an athlete that plays and is good.
I mean,
And you know
that's why
what?
she's
She
having
said what
fun with
she
Tom
said.
Brady. Oh no, he's not playing.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
he's
but at least he
retired.
was good At least he
Yeah,
was
he has
good
clout.
Yeah,
because,
he was
He has
good, but
respect.
he's old.
well,
Maybe she
people,
needs an
I
older
think that's
man.
over with because he's been spotted with other people.
He's
Um,
salty about Joe Burrow.
yeah, which I don't know why Joe Burrow fully has a girlfriend.
Okay, but
I
have
don't
you seen
ship Joe
all of
Burrow.
the discourse around that relationship?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think he
God, where
treats her like
they're allowed
shit.
to be seen together
Yeah.
now, but she has to be 10 feet behind him.
Yes.
Yeah.
If a
He gives
man
me the ick at this
ever,
point.
if a man ever, I literally
Mm-mm.
like, yeah, no, bye, you're not worth it.
Well,
No.
I hate when public relationships are like that, where it's like everyone knows you're dating, but like you still will walk like 15 feet apart and like you won't even follow each other on Instagram. And like, I just think it's so weird. Like, just act like normal people. Like, it's genuinely not a big deal if you're dating. And if anything, you're drawing more attention to it by trying to not draw attention to it.
Been together for like a hot minute and everyone's known about it. So at this point, nobody
Yeah, they've been together for
cares.
honestly like over a year,
Yeah, since his
maybe
house
even
was
longer.
burglarized.
No, like, and it's not even just them. It's so many couples are like that. And I'm like, I get you want your privacy. Like, that's fine. We don't need like the inner details of your relationship.
Yeah.
But like when everyone knows you're together, but then like you're still like dodging each other, like if anything, it just makes you both look pathetic.
It
And like I
looks
always
like
end
you're
up feeling
doing too
bad.
much.
Right. And I feel bad for the girl because I'm like, you can't even claim her. Like, then that's how I feel for Olivia. I'm like, go find someone that's going to claim you because
Yeah.
that's what everyone deserves.
1000% agreed.
Like part of me is like, first of all, obviously like Joe Burrow is the type that like knows he's hot. Like he knows he's attractive and he knows that people find him attractive. And that is like such a turn off for me
I
because I'm
think
like,
that's a lethal combo with a guy. The
yeah,
second
like
he knows
your
he's attractive,
ego's
it's over.
exactly like your ego's already too big and then obviously like he's really good at football and everything. And I just feel like he knows that his fan base, obviously he has men because of football, but a lot of his fan base is girls that think he's hot.
Hmm.
And so he
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to claim having a girlfriend because then he like loses the people who are like pining after him. He likes the attention.
That's a really good point. I see that Andy Cohen said on a podcast or something that this is going to be Kyle Cook's worst episode in his 10 years on the show, and that's tonight. And I'm scared. And
You
it's a
know
fight
it's
with him
bad
and
if this is the
Carl.
worst.
It's a fight with him and Carl, so I'm just scared that it's like he goes below
Team
the belt with his
Carl.
brother.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Team Carl. Forever and
I will
always.
say, and like that, it's disappointing because Kyle, for once, did have like a good episode last week when he was like being such an ally to Mia, Sierra, and
Did you see his post?
Yeah.
yes,
And I feel
that
like
was
that the
doing too
post was giving
much.
doing too much. Like it was giving
It was
performative.
it was giving
Yeah,
performative, agreed.
Like white
Like
savior
1000%.
complex.
Yes. I was like, Kyle, this was unnecessary. Like,
it was
why
because
was he the only one
Because
to?
he was
I was
making
just
it about him. So
yes,
he
everyone's like,
did
oh
a
my
yes,
good
God,
job in the
Kyle, you're so
episode.
nice.
Yeah, he did a good job in the episode, but the post ruined the behavior in the episode.
yes.
Yeah. I'm scared because obviously, for those who watch Summer House, like, Kyle Cook, most of his episodes are bad. And most of the things he does are bad. So the fact that this is his worst, like, I can only imagine what he's doing. And I agree with Emily. Like, I'm worried he goes below the belt with Carl. If the fight is the reason why this is his worst episode, I'm worried about that. Because also, I feel like Carl has always been a really good friend to Kyle. Not saying Kyle hasn't reciprocated, but I've seen a lot of discourse about how Carl invested so much money in Loverboy, but
Mhm.
then now that roles are reversed, Kyle won't invest any money into like
Yeah.
Carl's soft bar launch and everything. And I just feel like that's obviously they're in different situations now, like with money, but like I Kyle has money if he wanted to invest. Like, let's be so for real.
No, I think it's crazy that honestly, I don't think Carl is upset enough about the fact that Kyle would not invest in Carl's like quote
Hmm.
unquote dream. I think
Maybe
that's
he's
crazy.
just more mature than we are.
Well, part of me
Yeah,
just feels
maybe.
like deep down Carl knows the real reality of their relationship and like who Kyle
Hmm.
is. I think it was so amazing editing of the producers where they had the scene of Kyle saying he didn't have the money and then cut to Amanda opening a Cartier bracelet.
Yeah, like come on. And also
It was
like
so good.
stop saying you don't have the money. Like maybe Loverboy's not doing great, whatever. You make so much money on social media. You make so much money from being on a reality TV show. Like let's not act like we're poor, okay? Like
Oh,
come
I
on. You
know.
could do one brand deal or one DJ gig and give Carl the money.
No, exactly. Or even
I
like
think
I'm not
maybe he
saying they
deep
need to
down just
go
doesn't believe in it. Like, and if
that's
if
yeah.
that's the case, just stand on that. At least Lindsay did last season.
Or even like, okay, maybe you don't have the monetary funds, but like promote it more. Like Kyle doesn't talk about soft bar on socials at all. I haven't
Mm-mm.
really seen anything. Like he could work with Carl and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna DJ here," like stuff like that. And there's just no, okay, you can't support monetarily. Like there are other ways to show up for your friend, and I feel like
100%.
he doesn't do any of it. Like I
No,
don't
I
think
don't
I've
think
seen
that
any.
they're like really close friends. And I think that showed a couple seasons ago when Carl wasn't even going to have Kyle be anything in the wedding. Like, I think that just shows that there's
Yeah.
nothing there anymore.
And then Kyle blamed it on Lindsay.
I think Kyle is residual and good friends in years. That's just the truth.
Well, also, I'm sure they probably play up their friendship for like the show, or like
Yeah.
at least like maybe like producers like edit it to make it seem close, like
Yeah.
they're closer than they are. But then also remember, like Carl was Kyle's best man, so like
Right. But
that's
then
a real
Kyle was
wedding. Like
going to
obviously
be,
they were close in some sense.
then Kyle wasn't going to be anything at Carl's wedding. So I think that just shows that their
Right. It's
friendship,
changed.
yeah.
Well, speaking of shitty men on Bravo, let's talk about how Austin probably had one of like the worst reunion
Oh my
moments
God.
I've ever seen with Sally. And like I y'all have your opinions on Sally and that's fine. Yeah, I find her annoying. She did not deserve what he said about her
That
body
was a
count, that
tough
she's a bar
watch.
rat.
That was crazy.
It was just
Unacceptable.
ugh, it was gross and
It
hard to
was gross.
watch.
It
And
was
Yeah.
I'm really
like,
happy that a
you're
lot
gonna
of
say that?
yeah, like Austin, let's not act like your body count's probably not triple what Sally's is. Like, come on.
Well,
And
even
also,
that aside, too, how is Sally still friends with him in this exact moment? Like, they're
I'm wondering
still
that
talking.
too.
Yeah.
I think she lacks self-respect, to be honest. And I
Well,
think
it
this
might not even be self-respect.
shows.
It might be like she might be just like insecure.
No, I think she lacks self-respect.
Okay. Well, yeah, and what I loved is the amount of people like sticking up for Sally on that comment, even people who like aren't on Team Sally, which like I feel like not this season, not a lot of people are. And like Dorinda coming up, I loved her like
Queen.
saying like, "What the hell,
I like that
Austin?"
she did that.
Like coming from a man, first of all, like no one wants to hear what you think about a woman's body count, but Austin specifically, who is like a literal man whore of Bravo, like come on, it like the only worse it could have gotten is if like Shep said it, which like we know his
Oh,
body count's probably worse.
I did like how Madison and Andy were literally
Hmm.
so like appalled. Even Rodrigo was like, "What the
I
fuck
love
came out of your
him.
mouth?" I
No,
know.
yeah,
Honestly, we need more Rodrigo on our screens. Like, I want to
him
know
and
more about
Madison have
him.
such a good friendship, and I love
Yes,
it.
You
love.
guys, this might be a
Even
hot take.
Whitner was like, "What the fuck,
Well,
dude?"
Whitner, like, I really like him and I hope he stays. I feel like they
Me
always
too.
struggle trying to add in new guys because they're never gonna be in the trio of Austin, Shep, and Craig. But I really like him because he's not just like trying to
Suck
suck
up.
up to them.
Yeah.
Like he's being real. Like he was like, Craig, I genuinely think you're a narcissist. And like I think Craig needs to hear that.
You guys, I'm sorry, but when Andy literally asked Craig, "What are you wearing today?" and like about his bracelet, and he was like, "This is
The
an evil eye
magician.
to ward off
No,
the
the evil
demons," like
eye.
blah blah blah.
No, and
And
then he
then
said he was wearing a like a cologne
yeah,
from a magician.
yeah, to bless like his empath or whatever. I literally was like,
And then
Paige
like
Desorbo
30
did the
minutes later.
Lord's work making all of us love this man
I
because
know.
what the fuck? The veil has been lifted.
Mm,
It
Eh,
was so just like icky. I didn't watch this season. I don't know if this is a
it
hot
was
take, but I
good.
think the show has run its course.
Oh,
I
no, I
agree.
liked
I
I
don't
it.
think
don't
it's a
think
hot
it should
take.
return for another season.
No, I want it to. I love it.
I think they
I'm kind of over it.
need to have a cast shakeup because I think a lot of people, including myself, are sick of the
Whitney
same.
needs to be done.
Well, he's an executive producer, so he's always going to include himself, but like he's so weird. Like he hangs out with people our age in Charleston, and it's just like weird to me. But no, I think everyone is kind of sick of the same seasons of Shep, Austin, and Craig. Like I think their time has run its course, and like I think the show could keep going if they like have younger people like Charlie, Sally, keep Madison in there because I think she really like
God, get Sally off my screen.
Emily, whether you like it or not, she's great TV and she's a
She
younger
is.
generation.
But
And
she's a like if she had just come to Southern Charm, fine. She was on The Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise, Southern Hospitality, none of which she made her mark on, so now she's on Southern Charm. Like
but that's
it's
not just
just
her. The
it's
amount of
so
people who have been on
thirsty.
multiple shows, like
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
and I feel that way about
Justin.
them too. I
It's like
I
Justin though from Southern Hospitality. It's the
well,
same
also
thing.
she
see
was on
I
one
wasn't
episode
aware
of The
that he was on
Bachelor
other
and one
shows.
episode of Bachelor in Paradise.
I just find her annoying. I really don't like her. Like genuinely. I
I
just
Well,
think
don't
she's
think
beautiful.
I don't think any of the cast gives anything anymore. Vanita, I don't think she gives anything.
I don't think Charlie gave a whole lot this season either.
No,
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
think
She
she
was
gives anything.
boring.
Whitney just shows up like once a season.
I like
Shep,
Molly.
Austin, and Craig are all
yeah,
washed up at this
same.
point. Like, scratch the entire cast and bring us a young, in their 20s group of friends and
No, because that's
Charleston.
literally Southern hospitality. They can't be in their 20s. They need to be in their 30s. Southern hospitality is literally a bunch of young 20-year-olds working in Charleston at
Southern
I
Charm
think we
like
should
Republic.
is
land
more
focus.
old money. Like that's what they want.
Yeah, and like I think see, I don't think they need to scrap the whole cast. What I was saying is they could keep Madison because I think she's a good staple and people really like watching her.
She could be the
I
new Patricia.
Yeah, but I think like you could keep Sally. You could keep Charlie if Charlie can, bring it up now that Charlie's dating Justin, then you have that crossover and like get some other people that they're friends with
Right,
because
but you guys, I felt like you just kind of contradicted yourself because you said that
not
the
calling
show's
Sal
all
my
about old money, but like these newbies aren't coming from old money.
I
It's
didn't say
not the
old money. That was
same.
Sophia. I
It's
was saying
not,
that it's not people in their 20s because that's Southern hospitality.
but it's just not the same as the beginning seasons of like genuine filthy rich wealth. And that was the whole point of Southern Charm was like these really rich snobby people all being friends and being
But
really
like to be
judgy.
fair, most of them weren't filthy rich. The only ones that are like from generational money is Shep and Whitney and then Thomas Ravenel. Like Craig didn't come from generational wealth. Neither
No,
did
true.
I
Austin.
That's
Catherine
true.
Cameron I mean Catherine came from money, but Cameron is like normal.
That's true. I
Naomi's
take back my
normal.
statement. I was wrong.
But like for Southern hospitality, you guys, I said last week I was worried about this conversation, and boy, oh boy, was I right. Because the conversation itself was fine. Like, like it could have gone worse. I thought she was gonna have like the meltdown and hyperventilation like during it. At least she waited till after. But then seeing afterwards, and it goes into this next week's episode, her basically saying, I actually like am not sorry, and like Brad saying that what I said was a microaggression. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like saying all this stuff. I'm like, first of all, clearly this show, they don't remember that there's cameras watching them because
No.
if Emmy was like the slightest bit self-aware, she would know that even if she wasn't sorry, maybe don't say sorry while maybe don't say that you're not sorry while you're being filmed.
On camera.
Like you are like you're saying you're sorry in front of them, but then while you're still being filmed and you know it's going to be in the show saying I'm actually not sorry at all and TJ is a predator and Brad I wasn't a micro like
I think it just shows she
And
doesn't have a
Molly didn't
backbone
mean
to
any of
say it
it.
to their face. Like
agree.
you don't have the bravery to say it to their face. So instead you're gonna be like, I'm sorry and cry and then go out there and be like, no, I'm actually not sorry. Like if you're going to feel that way, say it to them.
I also feel bad for Molly too because like that like really triggered Molly and Emmy could
Hmm.
have given less of a shit. But if roles were
She didn't
reversed,
care
Emmy would
at
have
all.
raised hell.
Right. Because there
Absolutely
have
hell.
been a lot of body comments about Emmy, about how
Yeah.
she's lost a lot of weight, she's gotten very skinny. Could Molly have, like, if one of the cast members had, like, something of that, Emmy would be furious, as
World
anyone
War
would
Five.
be. It's just like you
Also,
don't talk about like bodies, like, just not fair.
but
Also, why
also,
are you liking a comment like that in general? Like that's a
Yeah.
weird
you
comment
know
to
you're gonna
like.
get caught again. Like she's
Yeah.
not self-aware, and also like who the hell is calling Molly fat? Because she's literally not even close. Like she is like not that I want to talk about someone else's body, but like she has a great body. Like she's not
No.
remotely fat. So like the fact that first of all anyone commented that they were just clearly were projecting, and then
Yeah.
Emmy liking it, I'm like, girl, you know you're gonna get yourself into trouble. But then her trying to say it didn't even say Molly's name. Like, be so fucking for real. Everyone else on the cast is a like the size of my pinky, and not that Molly's not, but like it clearly was about her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But then she's trying to make
1000%.
her feel crazy for being like it was about me. You know what I mean?
No, that whole thing too was so like again, it was icky. I was like,
Mhm.
this is so weird. Like just say you're sorry and actually mean it. Like it's really not that deep. But then Emmy wants everybody to come to her and be like, we're so sorry, we're so sorry. And it's like
Hmm.
Literally for what?
two-way street, sister.
I I think my biggest question in all of this, as somebody with sisters who keep me accountable and keep me humble, how have her sisters not stopped her? Like,
Yeah.
how has there not been a come to Jesus
That
moment?
FaceTime call where her sister was like enabling everything. I was like, girl, like I know that obviously the conversation was longer and like maybe she doesn't want to like correct Emmy on camera, but like if that was Emily, you bet I'd be the whole show because they would want me like yelling at her in the show. I'd be like, girl, put your thinking cap on and like be a real human, please.
No, I can't with her. I honestly, like we were talking about before, like obviously Southern Hospitality is so good too because like they have had most of the original cast throughout this 4 year stint or
Hmm.
whatever. But I'm ready to see Emmy share it off my screen. I don't think
Mhm.
she brings anything besides like annoyance to me. Anytime
I
I
know, but the
see
hard
hers, I'm
part
just
is
like,
like
ugh,
she is the villain.
I know.
Without
Yeah.
her, there's no villain.
Yeah.
I feel like low key they could bring somebody else in like from Republic to be like the villain, kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like Republic does not have any shortage of strong-minded women
Hmm.
or like
Or
people with
men.
like yeah, or men, honestly, or like opinions. Like there has to be a guy at Republic that is like for the streets or a bar
hmm
rat or whatever. Like
Well, they're kind of teeing it up maybe for like the Jordan and Justin situation and maybe be something like that.
But then it's crazy watching it knowing that now he's like tied down with Charlie. So I'm like, obviously we know this doesn't end well.
yeah.
Well, part of me is like, how much of this is for the theatrics, of course. Because if they were like Mia didn't even really know about him and Jordan, and then for when she was talking about it, and then Jordan was like so offended, Mia was like I think taken aback that she was even offended. So part of me is like, okay, how much is this produced by the producers?
I do like Mia and Justin though. I think they would
No,
have
I want her to give him
fun.
a
I
chance.
know. I'm like, ugh, just make out again. Do it.
No, they haven't even yet.
Oh yeah, he took the body shot.
That's how I feel about
Yeah.
Michaels and TJ.
They're
Yeah.
so confusing.
But of
They're
course,
confusing, but there's something there, so it's like just try.
and of course, Emmy has to get in there and be like, he's so much older. Like, let a man live and stop trying to make him out to be a predator because it's ridiculous.
And you know what, Emmy? Your boyfriend cheats on you consistently. Okay? Really gonna talk about it?
Fiance, did you not notice every
Oh
time she
yeah.
referred to Will, it was my fiance, my
Yeah, she
fiance, my
wouldn't say his
fiance.
name. She wouldn't
But
say
then
his name.
everyone else said Will. I'm like, so if you're not saying his name on purpose, it ain't doing anything because everyone else is saying Will. Did you
No.
guys notice when they were at the like girls and gays night when they asked Lake, like whose side are you on about the like racially insensitive comment, Brad or Emmy? And she immediately was like Emmy, and they were like, why? And in her confessional, she like said like her issues that she has with Brad from last year of like how he kind of like strung her along or whatever, and then was like, I'm friends with Emmy, so like obviously I'm gonna pick her. Never, ever, ever be the type of friend to me that you're just gonna blindly stand by me. Like,
hmm
No.
if I'm doing something wrong, call me out on it. Like, you don't need to be on my side. Like, obviously, like to some extent, I would like some backup, but like, if I like in this case where you're like morally really incorrect, like, I would not want my friends standing by me because that makes them morally wrong as well.
No,
That's how I
my
feel
eyes
about the
would.
sisters too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing, Lake and Emmy now being best buds, hard pill for me to swallow.
I hate
It's
it. I
giving
hate
she needs a
every second of it.
storyline for the season.
Yeah. No, that's so true.
I don't even know why she was asked back. She gave us literally nothing last season,
Nothing.
and her now trying to like be on social media. Like I know clearly Molly Michaels and her get in another fight because on social media they're not friends anymore. And like I saw comments like when the trailer came out and her saying like boo-hoo Molly, you're weird. Like stop trying to get in. But I feel like anytime Michaels has an issue with someone, like Lake makes it her problem because she doesn't have her own like storylines.
hmm I think the group that seems to still be like friends right now of Mia, TJ, Molly, they seem fun.
Brad and Julia.
They seem like a fun bunch to be around, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like on their Instagrams they're always like going out together, they're going on weekend trips
They
together
seemed
and
like
like
actual friends. You know what?
yeah. And like
Yes,
that's what I want to
agreed.
see.
Yeah.
Like I almost feel like Maddie Reese is kind of outgrowing the show in the sense of like
hmm
she's always like doing her DJ stuff. Like I feel like she
She's
doesn't
barely in
want to be
Charleston.
there.
It's
Yeah.
giving how like Stassi outgrew the show.
Let's get into our culture catch up. Our first story is about our two icons, our queens, the people that genuinely walked so we could run. Paige Desorbo and Hannah Berner. They are headlining a comedy series. It's in the works at Netflix, and they're teaming up with Amy Poehler and Kay Cannon. And teaming up with Amy Poehler on anything comedy is like that's a I made it moment, and I'm sure it is for them. And I'm just so proud of them. Like they literally started as doing a podcast on Instagram Live, and let me tell you, was a listener every single night at 9. And the fact that like now they're doing this, like it's so cool to see. Like they are some of the most successful people from Bravo, and I am so here for it because I know it makes their haters so mad. Like I know Craig saw this headline today and it ruined his day, and that for one made mine.
I also just like watching Hannah Berner on Summer House, like I was always Team Hannah, like again, not Team Kyle. I just know, like selfishly, I really want Hannah to be like, look at that, Kyle.
No,
You
I
bullied me
know.
off the show. Now look at where I'm at. I have a Netflix special. She's filming a Hulu special, I think,
She's
too.
done like
Like,
two comedy specials now.
yeah, like look at her now. And then Kyle also, he made fun of Giggly Squad, didn't he, on Summer House at some point?
Yeah.
Like in a
He's like,
fight?
Yeah, I
well,
think he
yeah,
called it like her little show or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. And look at that now.
Yeah, they I think to combine, I think each of them alone have more followers than Kyle, and then obviously combined they do. Like their reach is something that Kyle wishes he had. Like one of my favorite ever Paige Sorbo comments was, "You're lucky I don't buy Loverboy and fucking sell it."
Period.
I love her. Oh my God. That got us through COVID lockdown was their Giggly Squad lives.
Yeah, they were so good, and like that's like back when like she was living in New York and like in like upstate New York because she was at home and like oh, guys, you don't understand. Like if you miss these lives, like you genuinely missed a cultural phenomenon because they were so good.
I love Giggly Squad, like truly the podcast of podcasts. I love them. And
They
their
walked so we
comedic
could run.
timing, no, seriously, their comedic timing, spot on. So that's
So
why I'm
good.
so excited for this show because I know that they're going to deliver. And
And I
like
I
love that
love
it's a
they,
series.
yeah,
they were the original bed rotters on Summer House.
bed
Yeah.
bugs.
They were the bed bugs was them and then Amanda and Sierra. And then it ended up just being like when Hannah left, Paige, Sierra, and Amanda. And like they can't continue the bed bugs without Paige because truly it started just being about her. Like everyone calling her lazy and everything. So like I'm not watching the season because I physically can't do it without Paige. But if they're still calling them bed bugs, like no, please don't.
They don't really bed bug anymore. Like they're actually like kind of going out this season. Like there's not a whole lot of clips of the bugs in the bed.
Oh, I hate that. That was like the best part. Because I was like, I feel seen. Like,
It
talk
is
about representation on TV. That's mine.
no, literally. Like, actually, I just want to go outside, get a tan, and then crawl back in my bed and gossip with my friends and scroll. Like, that is peak me, peak happiness, like vacation icon, like everything.
No, literally. Like, her being off the show, like, obviously we knew Summer House is going to be wrapping up in the next few seasons. Like, I don't even know.
Mhm.
Like, this could be the last. I genuinely
Well,
know.
because we have
Unless,
In the City.
yeah, unless maybe like now they'll like take Amanda and Kyle out of it and maybe they'll go with like the younger new people that they brought in for future seasons. I don't know. But regardless, we obviously know Summer House is on its last leg. So Paige definitely left on a high. But like the fact that we have no reality TV of her, like, why couldn't she have been on the new show?
No, I know. I, well, and that's the thing too. Like, I was literally thinking about it, I was like, Kyle Cook is going to be on our screens for how long?
Till the
Because he's
day he
in the
dies.
City. Like, that's a lot of Kyle. A lot of Kyle.
Too much, Kyle.
Maybe we can integrate some Paige, a Hannah Burner Amanda reunion, like something. But I don't want more Kyle Cook on my screen.
And you know who I miss? Maya. I miss Maya.
I loved Maya. She was so normal.
She
Like she was just
was.
a
I really
girly.
liked her. Like, I wish we could have a show of Maya, Sierra, Amanda, Hannah, Paige. Like, I would eat it up.
I always
Wait,
wanted to
did you
try
guys
Maya's
see?
cookies. They looked
I
so
know.
good.
They do look good. Did you guys see the trailer? Like the mid-season trailer obviously dropped last week. The jump
Yeah.
scare that Danielle gave me when she popped up in that trailer. I was like, "Oh my God, not
Not
again."
too much on the founder and CEO.
I didn't even notice her. I didn't even notice her.
No, I
I
literally
didn't even know
flinched.
she was in it.
I flinched. I was like, oh my God, like Lindsay's biggest hater is back.
No, but they're friends
Wait.
again. Like, best friends
I
again.
don't care. Like, that is her biggest op. And everybody can see it but her, but like
Oh, but
truly, like crazy.
okay, I agree to an extent, but like, did she end up being wrong about? Lindsay and Carmel.
No.
But I
She
think
had
her
valid
problem was
questions.
she wasn't wrong, but I think her problem is like she kept giving her opinion when no one was asking for it.
Yeah, no, it's
I
fair. I
think
mean,
that's
I
what
think
That's
she's
where
drives.
very
that came.
rude and like derogatory.
Yeah.
Like I
I
have
think
this
what I
rule in
took.
friendships where it's like I'll give my opinion once, especially if you ask for it or it's something that I don't agree with, and then if you can continue to do it after I've given my opinion, like I'll just sit there and be like, okay, you do you, like, and I'll be here when whatever happens happens.
I need to
Yeah.
work on that. I need to work on being able to do that. I think what I took away most from that trailer was it seeming like Wes kissed a girl or did something with the girl, and they were like, "Did she see
No.
that?" And I had a body reaction. I just,
Yeah, because according to Dumois, they actually like hook up this season.
I love them so much.
I just like
They
the
are my
yearning.
Romeo and Juliet.
I'm living for the yearning. The producers are really feeding us like with the way that they're editing the show
Like
this
the
season
hand on
too.
the
Oh my
arm, the
God.
back.
I
I
was
was
screaming at
giggling
my
and kicking my
TV.
feet.
Like, kiss her on the cheek, kiss her on the forehead, tell her goodnight, like, tuck her into bed. That's
Or
it.
did you see the confessional where she was like, I know when Wes sits on me that
Yes.
he has a crush? Made me really happy.
It's something about those Midwest boys. They
Yeah, I
just know
love that
when
we
to hit
started
on
with Giggly
you.
Squad and got back to Summer House.
No, for real. But while we're on the topic of specials, let's talk about the Hannah Montana 20-year special that came out today. And first of all, the fact that it's 20 years since Hannah Montana, like, God, I feel old.
That was our first concert, Faith.
So
I know. Hannah
old.
Montana and the Jonas Brothers was our
That was
first
our
ever
first
concert.
concert. That's a flex of a
Iconic.
first concert, if you ask me.
And
Faith,
I
you have to
love
insert a picture of you guys at the concert.
I don't know if
if
there
we
is
have
one.
one.
So, uh, back like 6 years ago, like all of our digital photos from our childhood got deleted.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Mac they were on crashed, and we have hard drives somewhere. No one's been able to find them.
Yeah,
So
we've moved like 17 times.
That's
I don't know.
fair.
So I don't know where it is.
Promise we were there.
Yeah, it was us and our sister and our mom and our childhood friends, and it was genuinely like the best first concert experience ever. So I cannot
In
believe this is.
no way, shape, or form do I remember it because I was probably like 4 or 5. But the fact that I can say my first ever concert was them, I love it.
You guys, my first concert ever was One Direction, 5 Seconds of Summer opening.
We went to that too.
That was a good one. That was
That
a
was a
That was
really
my
good
good
first
one.
one.
concert.
We went in 2014, right before we moved to
Mhm.
Florida. And let me tell you, peak of my life. I feel so much better than everyone when I can say that I went to a One Direction concert. Like,
Wait,
No, literally me.
not too much on. You're forgetting an opening act. Wasn't it like the Vans or
the
something?
No, it was
Vamps.
five
The
seconds of
Vamps.
summer.
No,
It
it
was
was the
5 seconds.
Vamps. The Vamps was the first. Then it was 5 Seconds to Summer. Then it was One Direction. There's always two or three opening acts.
I didn't get the Vamps at mine. I only had 5 Seconds of
I
Summer.
thought the Vamps was another concert we went to, Emily. I
I
thought
do
the
love
Vamps
the
was when we
Vamps
went to
though.
like,
Bradley is
Oh,
so cute. He's a
oh my
little
God, I
like
used to have a
with
fat crush on
curly,
him.
no,
his
yeah,
curly little
it was the
head.
Vamps, 5 Seconds of Summer, One Direction. And then for Austin Mahone, it was
Fifth
Shawn
Harmony.
Mendes, Fifth Harmony, and then Austin Mahone, which
Wait,
is
that's kind of
great.
a killer lineup,
Well, it's the opening acts became more famous than him.
literally.
It's like when One Direction was an opening act for
Big
Big
Time
Time
Rush.
Rush.
Yes.
That is so crazy
And
to
Big Time
me.
Rush stayed like a TV show band and like One Direction literally blew up.
Did you guys see? I recently saw an interview where they were like, they were saying behind the scenes of like backstage that day, they were having a really hard time with how like popular One Direction was as the opening act, and like people weren't as enthusiastic for
No,
that.
like
People
people
were
they were saying
leaving
like
after
people
they got off
yeah,
the
they went
stage.
for the opening act and then left. Or like they knew all of One Direction songs and like didn't know theirs.
Have you guys
Which
ever
Big
been?
Time Rush has bangers, so not too
Have
much
you
on my
guys ever
side.
gone to a concert for the opening act and then left?
No.
Yes. So I went to, well, we didn't leave. Actually, we did leave. We didn't stay for the whole thing. But me and my friend went to a Kenny Chesney concert, but really, honestly, only because I wanted to see Megan Maroney. He
Yes.
wasn't touring, and she was his opening act. And literally, like, I think I was the only person standing up and singing, like me and this group of guys. Like, love Megan Maroney
Love
down.
her.
And then Kenny Chesney got up, and it was actually one of the worst concerts of my life that I think I've ever been to. It was so, so bad. That's a story for another time. But yeah, me and my friend literally joke all the time. We're like, this is a fever dream. Uncle Cracker came out.
I don't know
Didn't
who
know
that
he was a
is.
real person. So yeah, that was
The
crazy.
fact that we have come this far and literally like didn't even talk about the story of Hannah Montana's
Oh my
20-year
God, wait,
reunion.
yes. Miley
Did you guys
Cyrus was
watch it? I've been
so
working. I haven't had
good.
time.
No, I
I've just
literally
seen
woke up
clips of
early.
it.
I woke
I
up
saw
early
clips
before
and
work to
people were
watch
saying
it.
that it wasn't giving what they wanted it to give.
I'm not gonna lie, Alex Cooper kind of ruined it for me. I just don't think she was the right person to do this or whatever. Like, I don't know. There was just something very off about it. I liked it for the nostalgia factor. I don't think it was done like amazingly.
Hmm.
It still made my heart happy because like she looked insane. Like she was singing, she sang um
If we
She sang Best of Both Worlds, I know that.
Best of Both Worlds, but she sang what other one did she sing? I don't remember, but like she sounds older and everything. But me and my friend were literally like, she's definitely lip syncing in this, which like, duh, of course she was.
It's
But
giving Taylor's version though for like her singing them now.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and
just
like Selena Gomez was in it, and so like
Hmm.
it was cool just like for the nostalgia factor. But like, I don't think it's a must watch.
They should have
no.
had someone from the show be the interviewer instead of Alex Cooper. I feel
I
like
know
that would
she's
have
on
been
the outs with
better.
her dad, but like her dad would have been
He was
fabulous.
there.
He's in it.
He's in it. They're like not on the outs as much anymore. I think
So
they
then that would have
reconciled.
been perfect. Like someone,
But
an
he's not
iconic,
well enough to do the interview. Like he definitely has issues. Like it, maybe like her mom, for example, because her
just an
mom has a
iconic,
podcast.
an iconic Disney symbol should have been it. Alex Cooper just pops up all the time, and it's like one, nobody asked. Two, I don't think she's a good interviewer.
Oh, I disagree. I do think her interviews for Call Her Daddy are good. Like I'm like, very excited for Jessie, which we'll get into, but I'm very excited to see that interview. Like I think she asks good questions and like she's someone that's not afraid to ask the questions that we want answered. Like I feel like some people like care too much about being like friends with them. They don't want to like dig deep, but I feel like Alex asks the things we want
I
to
You know
think
who
know.
would
she
have
just,
ate this interview down? Jake Shane.
Oh, yeah.
I
yes,
feel like
because
he would have
Jake
done a
makes
really
like a
good
very
job.
comfortable environment
Yeah,
for
it would have been like two
people.
friends catching up kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, and
Hmm.
obviously he watched the show, like,
He
duh.
would have been a fan.
But I feel like Alex is almost too removed or no, I don't want to say too big to be doing stuff like this, but I don't know. There was just I didn't feel like the synergy nor the chemistry between either of
Yeah, I
them.
feel like
Like
it's
it
like
was just
Alex is in a different like genre almost.
yeah. And Miley just didn't I don't know. It wasn't great.
It's
Yeah.
because I think, okay, I'm convinced people write the questions for Alex because
Well,
okay,
yeah, for
in an
Well,
sure.
Emily, come
example,
on. 100%.
right. So I don't think she's actually a good interviewer. She
Emily,
just is
no
asking
interviewer
questions.
writes their questions.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just, it's always been said, and I think maybe it'll come out with the book. It's always been said that Sophia with an F was the one that like came up with like a lot of their stuff. She's just awkward to watch. Like I've never gone out of my way to watch a Call Her Daddy episode unless it was someone that I was like an interview that I was like dying to watch. Like she's uncomfortable to watch. Like physically uncomfortable. That she's genuinely, I think, the worst selection to do this reunion. She has no relation to Disney. Like, why would she get picked?
It's
Because
because
it
of
was
Hulu.
Hulu.
She's a partnership with Hulu.
No, I it's infuriating to me. I don't
No,
think
I
I can watch
agree.
it.
When I found out, I think we actually talked about this. I was so annoyed that it was her that was going to be doing this
Yeah,
interview
because we
because
were
I
talking about
just
it on the phone yesterday. We were like, can she like not pop up on everything?
yeah, no, I
You know, I
agree.
wouldn't mind Jake Shane popping up on everything.
Well, that's different because like we said, I feel like Jake is just a very personable person and like
Hmm.
he makes you feel like I feel like we would have gotten more of the Mileyness, I guess, if like they were in like a cute Hannah Montana sweatsuit or something like that, like sitting on his couch and they were like talking about it and like whatever. But also I had the issue with Sarah when Alex Cooper interviewed Sarah J. Maas for A Court of Thorns and Roses. Me and my friend really like it was very clear that Alex did not read these books. Like she was not a super fan. Like this is not the podcast that
Yeah.
this should have been
That's
an
how I felt with
outcome.
Meg, the Megan Maroney one. She didn't ask any like actual like good questions about Megan Maroney. It was
No, it was
just like
just like
Morgan Wallen centered. She didn't even ask if her and
Riley Green.
yes. And I'm like, you clearly know nothing about what's going on. You're just asking like
But you also
very
don't know what they cut out and what Megan asked to not be asked about. Like she very well could have been
True.
like, "Do not ask me about Riley Green" and like
That's
Ella
very true.
Langley because of all the drama that's going on.
this was before Ella Langley and all that.
Emily, Ella Langley came before Megan. She
It's
dated
like
Riley
no, but
Green
this is before
first.
there was like more like
But that's what I'm saying. She probably asked like, "Don't ask me about him." But speaking of the name Alex, let's talk about Alix Earle. She finally announced that she is dropping a skincare line, which not to brag, but we were right. We called it, which I mean, most people did, but like we did, and that's what matters. Her marketing strategy, let's talk about it because that was insane.
It was
Obsessed.
really good. It was really
So
good.
good. The puzzle pieces were genius, and then live putting them on the billboard
Hmm.
as people were posting it, so
The
smart.
I
strategy of who she sent it to as well.
I was gonna
Hmm.
say she picked the widest range of people,
Hmm.
Yeah,
like
there were some
macro,
randoms on there.
micro, like some random, like a lot smaller people. Like truly, like if you were in any sort of niche, like you knew what was happening with Alex Earl because people were posting about it.
Hmm.
I love that
Because
she did
Livy
Val
Dunn
and
got her
Jenna.
baseball boyfriend to post about it too. So it's like there was really
Oh yeah, I forgot
every
Libby
single
had Paul hold
niche.
it.
Yes, every single niche
Hmm.
got this
The
puzzle piece they
marketing, there's
shaped.
no notes.
And the
It
fact that they said it was Alex's idea, like it wasn't like a marketing team, like that was all Alex. It's just so impressive because like that was an insane idea, and then also like the like rollout was perfect.
hmm
Well, and like also creating something too where like people in New York were actively going to see like how far the puzzle piece is made, like see it in
Hmm.
person and like all that stuff. Like that is how you create buzz.
hmm
And
And
it,
I was actively checking Instagram because I don't live in New York,
yeah,
and I was like, I want to see had she updated it. Like, do we see more of the photo yet?
All day
I
long, I
do
was
like,
genuinely actively thinking, what the fuck is Alex doing?
no, literally. And I like that everybody was in on it too. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like, what the fuck is Alex doing? What the F is Alex doing? Like all that stuff. I do also really like the name. I like Real Active. Like
Yeah, because first of all,
it's
it's
very
real,
her.
and then
Yeah.
it's her name mixed up.
Big Al.
Well, did you guys see? I saw in her post, she did like a long caption and she said, like, any type of brand photo or photo shoot, there will be like no makeup, there will be no editing, no Photoshop. So, like, you can see people's pores, you can see their real skin, because that's like the whole point of this is like real skin.
I actually
No
really like and
notes.
respect that.
Me too. Because
I think
Alex
she's taking a
herself
note
struggled with it.
from the Airy Real campaign where they don't Photoshop out like cellulite and stuff. And I think that was very good, like a very good nod that they did. So for her to do that, and she's someone that has genuinely struggled with skincare, and it's in such like a big part of what she talks about. I think obviously there's just always like question marks and worries with people starting skincare lines of like, is this going to be good and legit? But the person she's working with, the dermatologist I've followed since she like first posted her, she seems very legit and like very well knowledge. So I'm
Hmm.
curious. I don't think I'd be a first person to try it, but I'd be willing to be influenced
Well, yeah, I think for
by the
someone like
face.
you who has really sensitive skin, you should see
Yeah.
how it does on other people
Right.
first.
That's why I'm like,
But
I'm willing to be influenced, but I'm not going to be the first wave.
right. I
Fair.
don't know, like, do mo like I don't I guess I don't really know a lot of like influencer like skincare brands, but I feel like they don't usually partner with dermatologists. So
Road.
she's not an influencer.
She kind of is though.
I feel
She's a
like she's
celebrity. Like Hailey Bieber's an A-list celebrity though. Like she's
Yeah, but
like
but
she does dabble in the influencing world.
yeah,
Like
but
yeah,
she
that's
started
brand
when
so
I
many
think influencer, like I'm
trends.
talking about people like on TikTok and stuff. But no, but my
Yeah.
point of that was just saying like, do they usually work with dermatologists? Like I don't know. Like
Well, no, you know who did Skincare by Hiram?
I don't know
oh,
He
about
not
tried to
him.
come out with
no,
a
never him.
he tried to come out with a skincare brand and then it turned into this whole thing and like he kind of got canceled. I can't remember why, but
He was like
and it's
everywhere in
flopped.
2020.
No, literally, like he was COVID. He
Wait, I
Hmm.
have
was
no idea who
COVID.
this is.
Like,
Emily, you live under a rock, but he was literally everywhere in 2020. So he came out with a skincare brand and it wasn't with a dermatologist.
I don't think so.
See,
And that was, I
that's
think, part of the problem because he like had said that he was a dermatologist, I think, and then it turned out that he actually wasn't, so people were taking advice for him and it was like a whole thing. Like
yeah,
I can
like
do a
he had
better
me
deep
second
dive.
guessing my skin.
No, I know. Like he, I feel like was the relaunch for I think CeraVe. Like he loved CeraVe products or something like that. And he
Yeah. Or was
always
it
recommended
Cetaphil? Yeah, it was
CeraVe.
either CeraVe or Cetaphil.
Yeah, it was either one of those. And
Hmm.
he like wrote at dawn for them. So then he launched the skincare. It did terrible. Sephora had bought into it. I think Ulta bought into it too, but it literally did so bad that they literally were like, no, like we're done. This is
Wait,
not taking up
before
shelf
we move
space.
on, I'm gonna like look him up and see what he's up to right now.
I think he still posts.
Skincare by Hiram.
But I will say one thing I'm excited about too for Alix Earle, she was smart with also making the products pretty reasonably priced as well because I feel like with her fan base being younger people who don't have as
Hmm.
much disposable income, like that was, I think you can buy the whole thing for like 118 or $138.
Yeah,
So
it's
That's a
pretty
great
very
price
good.
each
point
thing
because
is like I think about 40.
Yeah.
road adds up.
Yes.
Wait, his most recent post is from June 2025, and it's him wishing his brand a happy fourth birthday. It's called Selfless by Hiram. It's effective skincare with a positive impact.
I'm sorry,
Wait,
that's so dumb.
I thought it failed.
No, I
Okay,
don't
I
think
have
it
a
did
question.
well.
Well, it has 117,000 followers.
I have a question.
What?
Yeah, but how he posted in 2025?
Yeah, that was on his
He
main
might
account.
might be in a lawsuit or something like that.
Well,
I
his,
can't remember.
I don't know. Emily, what's your question?
Okay, I have a question. Do you guys buy into any of the theories about Alex and Alex both having like big things on the same day with like their ongoing feud?
No, these things are planned so far in advance, and like like Alex Cooper's thing isn't about her. It's about Hannah Montana. It's about Miley
Hmm.
Cyrus. So that has genuinely nothing to do with her. Um, so I don't think it was planned at all whatsoever by either party.
I thought
If
it was an
Alex Cooper
interesting
does come
theory.
out with something though, with Sephora, I'm gonna be annoyed. Just because
Is
like she
she?
said, well, she's like doing the whole Sephora thing right now, and they have like an Unwell
They had the
activation at
unwell thing.
Sephora.
When is Sephora
That's like,
over? Wasn't it just a weekend thing?
I don't know, I think it might have been. But
Yeah,
that's like
I
when
did
people
see
were
she had an
like,
activation there.
what are the odds? And like we said, like those things are planned so far in advance. Like there is no way
I just want to
that
tell all. I just want to know what
just
happened.
say it. Like
You know
truly,
that there is NDAs involved that she won't be able to talk about it.
Okay, but when does it expire?
Some don't expire ever.
I almost want like her dad to just like let us hear it because I know he has
You know
he
who
has
would?
integrity.
Ashley.
I'm shocked she hasn't let it slip yet.
No, seriously though.
Wait,
Like
but speaking of tell-alls, you guys, the tell-all we are gonna get from Alex Cooper tomorrow by giving us Jessi Draper. Let's do her real last name, Jessi Draper, on Call Her Daddy tomorrow to give us all things on the Jordan divorce.
I want her to chew that man up and spit him out like yesterday's lunch.
I like have so much to say, but also nothing at the same time because I think her episode tomorrow will speak for itself. But the failed restraining order is so embarrassing for Jordan, and like I know
So
everything
embarrassing.
tomorrow is going to be so embarrassing that like I'm so here for
Him
it.
running to be the first person, it's giving middle school.
Like
No, I'm
because
actually
Jessie said
so
she wanted a divorce.
yes. She told him because she's a normal person who lets their partner know beforehand. They also have
Hmm.
children together, which he seems to not give a shit about.
Do they
And
have children together?
Yeah, they have
yes, they
two.
do. They have two.
Okay.
They have
I wasn't sure.
Jagger and
Because wasn't she married before this?
Yeah, and so was he.
yes,
Okay,
so
so
was
I wasn't
he.
sure if the kids that she.
He has a daughter from his previous, I don't know if he was married or just like with someone
Yeah, I
else, but
think it
he has
was
a daughter
married.
outside. And so the whole, there was actually a whole thing about who is the father of Jesse's son, Jagger, at first, because she was married and was pregnant and like was posting with her ex-husband of like, we're having a baby. And then was with Jordan and like Jordan's the father of this baby. So there was like a whole thing on that.
Wait, what?
But Jagger is
Mhm.
Jordan's son, and then their daughter, what's her name?
Starts with a J though.
Jovi. Their daughter Jovi.
Jovi. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I mean, again, sad for the kids involved. Happy for
Hmm.
Jessie. She deserves to get out, and I hope she takes those kids and go runs for the hills and runs to California and goes on the new show.
But like the fact that she told him he wanted a divorce, sat him down, said, "I'm leaving you."
Hmm.
For him to then be like, haha, beat you to it.
Yeah.
But
The
then
biggest ick
also
of
like the
all
fact that it's
time.
backfired. Like we all know
No,
Jesse wanted it
literally, you
first. Like
look
we,
like a
We've
fool.
seen
You look like
it.
a fool.
yeah, he
Seen
like
it for what, at least 2 seasons now.
I think he thought this was gonna go so different. Like he was gonna file and he was gonna make it seem like it's Jesse's fault and like maybe make it seem like she cheated again or something. And then the restraining order and everything, and then it all backfiring. And well, I mean, everyone is gonna be on Team Jesse every way. Like, and anyways, like we watch the show, but for people who don't, like hit them all still being Team Jesse, like it just backfired so perfectly. And I'm just, it makes me genuinely like smile.
I just
I
want to
also,
know what he thought. was going to happen with the restraining order. Like, what good was coming from
So
that?
I actually saw a lawyer talking about this on TikTok, and it's funny because the lawyer kept calling him like a dum dum. He was clearly on Jesse's side, but he was saying like a lot of times when you're working a divorce, like there is a restraining order put in place when you're going through like court rather than mediation. I don't really remember exactly what he said, but he said something to do with like just communication back and forth. Because obviously if you're going to court, which I think he was like 90% of divorces end up not going to, like through to court. So I think there has to be one for some example, but I think Jordan's got denied because he wasn't able to prove any reason for one being needed. I don't know. That's all I saw about that, but yeah, great.
I
And
also saw
also,
too, like, it's not a restraining order in a typical sense, like, of like keeping somebody away.
yeah,
It's to stop people from talking about other stuff. Like,
So
that
was
also
he trying to do that
continued.
so that Call Her Daddy couldn't get released?
Correct. He was
exactly.
Okay.
trying to do it so she couldn't talk about it or say anything about him before, like, because he knew that she had Call Her Daddy booked.
So instead of a restraining order, why wouldn't you get a gag order?
Because you can't, like,
Gag
she
order
has,
is for press. It's not
yeah.
for people.
No court would grant it. It's her story.
Exactly.
She's allowed to talk about her truth. The issue would be
It all
if he
has to be
could
like
prove she
alleged.
lied about something.
Yeah. Because then it would be like a whole defamation thing. And
But
like that was the
defamation
whole
is so
hard to
incredibly
prove.
hard to win.
Yeah.
Basically, nobody wins because with defamation, you have to prove malice and you have to prove that you suffered from it. So he would never win a case like that. Wait, I had something to say, but I don't remember. Oh, and I think with Jordan, like you can tell, like obviously, like through the show, you can tell he always wants his moment, like he wants it to be about him. And he truly did this. Like obviously Jessi was going to file, so he like was racing her, but in the news at the worst time because truly over the weekend no one talked about it because there's way more important things going on in the Secret Lives world. Like genuinely no one was like, "Oh my God, Jordan filed for divorce." Like what did Jessi do? Or like he filed for a
Are you
restraining order.
okay?
Nobody cared. Literally not a single person cared. Um and now everyone's going to be tuning in to Jessi tomorrow because we want to hear what she has to say. And I actually saw someone say like Nick Viall is running to have Jordan on the podcast. And I'm like, please don't. Nobody needs to hear his side. Like truly we don't.
Because I have something to say about him.
Go for it.
He can't even claim that it's like the producers giving him a bad edit because it's literally just the words and the way he speaks to one, people in general, and to his wife. If a man ever spoke to me the way Jordan did, 911 would need to be dialed. I
Hmm.
would see red immediately. Like he talks down to that woman as if he one has a reason to, two, like again, and I like love this clip. I think it was Layla in season 3 that was like, "Did you pay to rent this? Did you pay Jessi to rent the house? Like, so you could like have a
Yeah,
hangout or
when
Yes.
he
something like
had
that?"
everyone over
That
but
was so
Jessi.
weird.
And it was like, no, literally, like, let's just remember where we came from. And he's like, "I've done more therapy than you." I don't think you've done enough, sir.
Well, yeah, I think he just needs more. Also, like the fact that he's gonna now have to go back and get a job. Love it.
No,
I just
she
pray to God that
really
she got the
Prenup.
Jersey.
prenup figured
No,
out.
But
no.
even if she didn't, like they could have signed a post up, and I know he wouldn't sign it because he's vindictive like that. But I, I hope she gets every dime that's hers. Like it, but
She's
like
gonna have to pay spousal support though because she's the breadwinner. And so
and
she
she'll have to pay
will.
child support if their split is 50-50.
No,
Well,
that guy
also
better
spousal
not get
support
child.
in general, because like depending
Hmm.
on Utah's laws, like she'll have to pay him too, not just for the children.
Well, and the girls, Claudia and Jackie on the toast say all the time, like when a guy has to, like when a man has to pay a woman like spousal support or child support, like we're snapping our fingers because as they should. But when a woman has to pay a man, like he's such a loser. Like when we, like, come on, you're gonna take money from your wife who is
No,
like
literally.
literally 15 times more
He
successful than
happily
you.
will. He happily will.
Such a loser.
No, he is. And it's also crazy too, because and then I've been seeing so many clips like of people being like, we knew it was coming. Like it's almost giving like Kyle and Amanda in terms of how happy everybody was when this divorce was
Mhm.
announced.
Well,
Which is
thankfully
sad
Jesse didn't
because they
take as
had
long.
kids.
Okay, well, before we go to the next
Yeah, I was actually
news
about to
thing,
do
there
that, so
is
no.
something I wanted to say. So a lot of people have texted us asking about our opinions about other Secret Lives of Mormon Wives stuff that's going on. We almost did an emergency podcast, but opted not to because it's some pretty dark stuff. And personally, I don't want to give a full opinion to the internet on it until actual legal things come out. And so we're choosing not to really talk about it until more information comes out because it's dark and there is children involved and it's really sad. So that's all really we'll have to say. I guess there's kids involved with the Jessi stuff, but it's just not as dark. The stuff that's
It's
going on
different.
with Taylor is very dark and sad. So I just like, I don't know. I personally just like don't even want to talk about it. It makes me feel really upset and like sick to my stomach.
Plus, I
No,
don't think there's going to
agreed.
be anything new until their hearing on April 7th, anyways. But personally, I put my stuff on the internet. So if you want to hear my thoughts, I posted it on my TikTok because I had a lot to say. It was originally a 20-minute video, and I think I shortened it to like 4
Hey,
minutes.
But you guys don't understand. She wouldn't shut up to our parents. I finally was like, "Can you stop?" Like, it gives
I
me
had a
a
lot to
pit in my
say.
stomach to talk, like to think and talk about it. Like, it's so upsetting to me. Like,
also,
genuinely.
like, I think and Emily, we talked about this. Like, I think I've reached Secret Lives of Mormon Wives like fatigue.
I'm
Yeah, I feel the
exhausted.
same. I really do.
I'm like exhausted by them. I'm kind of over it. Like, I will be sat for Jesse's interview with Alex just because like I want the tea and I'm nosy,
Yeah.
but the women need a break and we need a break. Like, we have been fed so much content from them and so much like drama from them. But I think everybody needs to go to California, rejuvenate. We need a break.
All right, so let's get into what we're loving this week. Is there anything specifically that you guys are just loving?
Okay, yes, actually, I have these shoes and they went kind of viral last summer. I've been wearing them every day now that it's warm out. They're from Steve Madden. They're these like little sandals.
Cute. So the yeah, so like
Those are
the
the Hermes
Hermes
dupes.
dupes.
Yes.
If there's something Steve does, if there's something Steve does well, it's a dupe.
Did
It's a
you guys
bit.
see he was on a podcast? I don't know if it was recent, but I saw it recently. And
Wait, no, I know exactly what podcast you're talking about.
yes, and he basically was like, when I walk down the street and I see three of the same shoe, I'm like, bingo, because now I'm gonna go make that shoe. He was like he was basically talking about how like his whole thing is doing dupes for
Yep.
cheaper. And I loved
I
it.
love it for him.
No, but they're so comfortable. I feel a lot cuter than putting on like my Birks or sandals or flip-flops or anything. I feel like they just make me feel more put together.
Faith and I just made the same face.
No, I love
If
my
it's one thing
Birks.
I hate, it's a Birkenstock. Get
We are
rid of
I
them.
love my
Birkenstock
Birks.
haters.
No, like I hate them.
Haters.
Like get a rainbow flip-flop and call it a day.
Yes. Okay. So growing up,
No.
have you heard of rainbow flip-flops? Because like that's a very like New
No,
England.
it's not.
Everybody.
I don't think it's New England.
I'm pretty sure every single person in New England owns rainbow flip-flops.
I know what they are.
They're just
Superior.
yeah. I'm a Birkenstock hater.
Yeah, I
No,
think
I
that
love
they're
my
like
Birks.
Okay, except the Boston.
Vlogs.
Yes, I could get behind those. Anything else? No.
No, I
any
love my
type of
Birks.
sandal that's like a sandal that you're gonna go on like a hike in, count me out.
You should never hike in a
Yes.
Birk.
No, I'm not talking about Birks anymore. I'm just
You know
talking about
those
Okay.
like
sandals in
strappy
general.
sandals that like
They go in between
Tacos.
like your toe. No, I hate them.
that gives me nightmares. That's
No,
like
like
fashion.
genuinely.
That's like illegal. Illegal.
I've never done a Chaco, but I know people who have.
If you had kick you off the podcast.
No, like recently our sister was sending us like different little like sandals for our baby nephew on like what he could wear over the summer to like the beach and stuff. And Emily and I were still like, no.
No, I sent baby rainbows, and she was like, no.
No,
And I
and
was like,
you sent baby Crocs that were like acceptable. Because she was sending us like the type of sandals that we're referring to, and
Okay,
it
how can
they're
you
like,
be against Birks but love Crocs? That doesn't compute
no,
to
no,
me.
no, we don't like Crocs.
no,
But
I don't
Emily
want
found
Crocs.
Okay, I
Emily
just was
was
just
found
like
making
the
sure.
little. Okay, have you not seen the little kid shoes that I feel like every single little kid has, and they have like little like circle openings all throughout the shoe, and they're just like,
Like a jelly shoe?
yeah, similar to that.
no, no, kids,
Yes.
little
Emily's thinking you're
kid
talking about the jelly shoes that like people our age wear.
No, like the little kid sandals that
Yeah.
every little girl has at some
No,
point.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Emily, yes, it is.
Native shoes.
Let's show the class. Because I bet it's exactly what Sophia's talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what she
It's
was
not a
talking
jelly
about.
shoe.
Yeah, Emily, that's the material. That's like a jelly
It's like
material. That's what
squishy.
So no,
yes.
I wasn't recommending Crocs to my sister. That's what I was recommending, and she said no, that they were ugly. And I was like, they're a slip-on shoe.
Also, she wants Crocs. I'm confused.
No, I don't know where Faith took Crocs from. Crocs were never
I'm
in the
sorry. I
conversation.
thought no, I was just like naming things that we were sending instead of the ugly sandals she was sending us.
Loving this week, you guys, is the fact that we all have microphones now. Everyone show their microphones. We are a legit podcast.
Wait, you just had everyone show their microphones, but it's on speaker view.
I feel so much more legit and am excited to use it. I feel like my like childhood pop star dreams are coming.
Sophia, they can't see you anymore. I changed it back.
It's okay. I was feeling myself.
No, seriously, I feel so cool wearing this thing. Like I feel like I'm in an interview and I know, and y'all can lie and say you've never done it, but I know every single person has pretended like they were a celebrity being interviewed before. And like I that's how I feel with
Wait,
this
I've never done that.
You're
Emily,
lying.
yes, you have.
You're
1000%.
lying.
I've never thought I was in an interview
No, you've
before.
never pretended you were a celebrity getting interviewed. Like either it's like a celebrity like press junket for a movie or like you're on a red carpet. Not a chance.
No,
You're
like
lying.
You
there's
guys, you and
plenty of
Faith definitely played that game when you were little.
because there's plenty
I
of
probably
weird
have to be the interviewer.
there's plenty of weird things that I have done. I've never thought that I was in an interview. No,
It's
like
not that I think I
remember
am. It's you're
I have a
pretending
vivid
you are. There's a
memory
difference.
of
That's
being
like when
like,
you were little and you like played potions in the bath.
no, I didn't do that either.
Yeah.
We would play teacher, and I'd be the teacher, and I'd yell at Faith.
What about like store clerk? Like a dream of mine. I used to like want to be behind a cashier,
I
and I
used
don't
to
know
want
like
to own a
why.
cashier.
Like that was like such a thing for me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so adult. Like let me get my numbers, check people out.
No, my favorite one was like the toy ones that had like the toy credit cards with it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, what I'm loving this week is I've gone back into crocheting. Not that I was ever out of it, but I took like a little hiatus because I just like was doing it too
Emily's
much.
triggered.
Yeah, sorry, Emily. Ew, back to me because Emily likes to make everything about herself. So I made this bear. It's not done yet because I haven't finished the eyes because I just can't get myself to do it because it's hard because I have to sew them because little kids' like eyes are a choking hazard. What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at my
I'm just
bear?
laughing at that you pulled this bear out and there's just like a black string like
Well, yeah,
hanging.
because I'm not done with the eye.
no, it's like with the
It's really cute though,
glasses.
Faith.
So the thing with like making stuffed animals is you can't use like real eyes for like kids, especially those who are our nephew's age because it's a choking hazard. So I have to sew it, but I'm really bad at sewing. Like I can crochet, I can't really sew. So sewing these eyes has been a nightmare. And so I just can't get myself to finish it. So it's just been sitting on my desk staring at me. But my project of the past 48 hours has been this little bunny.
It's
It's
so
so
cute.
good.
It's so cute. And when I showed it to my parents, they were like, "Where's the face?" And I'm like, "I don't think it needs a face. Like the
No, I
bunny
don't
that
think it
Emily
does.
bought for him when she was in Amsterdam didn't have a face. Like I don't think it needs one. Like I
I
think it's
No,
actually
equally as cute."
I think it's
I
cute.
didn't put two and two together until earlier that I had ordered him a bunny for mom and dad to like go with him for
Well, that sucks. It's not
like a
going.
bunny with like that goes with a book.
Well, he can have this one.
You can have multiple bunnies.
No, but what was so perfect, so shameless plug, I got the supplies obviously from Michael's, but I had the perfect amount of yarn. Like there's literally
You're
only
playing
like
chicken.
what?
In needlepoint, like we call it playing thread chicken. See if you have enough thread
Oh,
to
yeah.
like
So
finish
all
the
I have
roll or
left is like
whatever.
little scraps that I cut off, but I
Damn, Faith.
used the entire roll. I was so happy. I was
Oh.
like, perfect.
I do really like the yarn too. What yarn did you get? Because it doesn't look super fuzzy. It like looks like a good yarn.
Yeah, it is. Wait, let me get it.
I just want to say while she's talking about the fact that she knows how to sew, I'm the reason she knows how to sew because she worked for
I
M's
don't
Friends
know how to
Boutique.
sew this. Is crocheting. Thank you.
No, but you had to sew the eyes and stuff in the head and the
Oh,
body
wow.
together, and you sewed. Faith was the one that sewed all the little like M's Friends Boutique tags on all the.
Shut up, Faith. Are you serious? Did you get
It was
paid?
I paid her.
sweat.
I
It was
paid
me.
her.
You know what? We're gonna
Okay.
name drop for this occasion. It was me and Katie Nelson, and it was a sweatshop.
It was, but I paid them. I have Venmo receipts that I paid them.
Well,
And I
so
also like would buy Faith acai bowls. Like it's not like I was just like forcing them against their will.
this
I
is the one
was
I
kind of
got.
forcing them, but I paid them.
So this is the one I got. Is the loops and threads. This is a this is the bulkiest one I've used. It's a size 5, so that um like crochet hook you're supposed to use is an 8 millimeter, but the highest I have is 6, so that's what I used, which I'm happy about because I feel like 8 would have been like
Too big.
too,
Holy.
like there would have been more holes. And
Yeah.
so I'm really happy. Wait,
Wait,
this is the
this
back
is your
though.
best one you made. But wait. While you're showing your creations,
Oh, you want
please
me to
show
get
the
my
little
littles?
octopus.
People, when they start crocheting, will do like granny squares, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't know what I would do with them, and I didn't want to make a blanket or anything like that. So I like learned how to do the stitches, and I just did like rows of them, and then once I felt confident, this is the first thing I ever made was this little octopus.
I love him.
It's so cute,
But
and
like, can we
again,
talk about how much of a flex that is? That's an annoying thing that I have with Faith, and it's like a joke now in my family. Any hot like part of the reason I rag on her for her hobbies is every hobby she starts, she's good at. Like, okay, have you guys seen that when people post their sourdough, the first sourdough is terrible? Faith's amazing. She picks up crocheting and makes, hold it up.
well, they can't see unless I'm
She
talking.
makes these. Like, are you joking?
I would
It's just
like to say
infuriating.
though, these eyes are literally so small, and let me tell you, I think I had to redo them like 5 times, which is why the bear is so hard for me. And then look at, so this yarn I still have a lot of. I really like it. It's like multiple shades, which I thought was cool.
Ooh,
And then
fun.
I even did the stomach white. I love this. So this is the second thing I made. The bear was third, and then bunny is the fourth big project I've done.
I love it.
And it
Like, that's your
has
best
like
one yet.
the stuffing inside.
Polyfill.
Yeah. So our last segment is Fangirl Factor, where we talk about everything we're fangirling for. So what is everyone's for this week?
Hey, you guys, mine. It definitely has hype around it already, so I don't really know how much of a call out this is going to be, but Armra colostrum. That
Wait,
shit
what?
works.
Our dad has a
10 recommend.
stockpile in his closet.
No, so as we know, I got my extensions taken out and I had a crash out last week because I felt like a bald baby.
Hmm.
Before I got my extensions put in, which is like 5 months ago, I was taking Armra religiously for like almost 4 months at that point, and I had so much new hair growth and like I was bloating less, all this stuff. Well, then after I got my extensions taken out, I was like, what has changed? Like my hair does not feel as thick as it did before. And it was literally because I stopped taking Armra like as soon as I got my extensions put in. I don't know why, because I was like, oh, like maybe I just don't need it anymore. But started taking it again, keep you updated, but it deserves all the hype that it gets.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any issues with dairy? Because isn't Armor colostrum dairy? That's been like the one thing that has held me off, I guess, from trying my dad's. I mean, maybe I just like try it one day
I
and
think you
see
should
how I
just try
feel.
it
Okay.
because I don't know. Because
You said
I
bloating and I said okay, I'm
know it
in.
helps with bloating so much. I also don't, I only have issues with dairy when I've been glutened.
Yeah, I have issues with dairy and gluten, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I only am lactose intolerant after I've been glutened and my tummy is like very sensitive.
I liked that though. Very wholesome fangirl factor this week. Last weekend, I believe, or it was like late last week, there was a really devastating storm and flooding that hit Hawaii. And one of our best friends, Morgan, is living there this winter. And she's shown the last few days just how incredible that community has come together to help fix things, clean up all the mud, and just come together to donate for the families who lost everything. A lot of houses were lost in the flood. Our friend Morgan's car was completely filled with water. Like the entire car was covered with water to the top.
Oh
And
my God.
somehow, with like the electrical issues, the trunk opened. So, like, that thing filled with water. So, houses were taken away and it's just been devastating. I feel like we haven't seen a lot about this on social media and on the news. But what I have seen is like through Morgan and her friends who have posted, and I just think the way that they've all come together to help. Like Morgan has been posting, they're all like covered in mud every day, like going to local businesses and helping them clean up. So I think that's just a really cool thing to just see that like in times of devastation, like people do really come together. I just would love to see more news outlets cover this instead of like really toxic things because it's like
Agree.
really toxic drama reality things get the headlines but not like extremely devastating.
I don't know if you guys follow Erica Titus and her sister, but they've been talking about it a lot because they live in
Yeah.
Hawaii. They posted some really good resources too. If anybody's
Jason
in
Momoa is doing like a whole thing too.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
I agree with
Morgan
you.
Morgan has done a really good job of posting like there's a Google sheet with a bunch of local like local families who lost everything and their like contact
Yeah.
information and their personal Venmo. So it's like you know it's going to somebody that needs it. It's not like
Yeah.
because I
I'm
think
gonna
sometimes people are weary about donating when you don't know the organization you're donating to, but this is like genuinely going to the people.
They got hit with one right after the other, and it's like
Hmm.
the flooding has been insane. It's awful.
Yeah. I'm gonna put up on the screen both Morgan's Instagram and then there was a girl, she was I think she was a junior when I was a freshman in my sorority. Her name's Carly Zach. She moved to Hawaii from graduation and she works for a Hawaiian family. And so she posts about them all the time. And so she's been posting a lot of resources as well because they're very well connected on the island. So I'm gonna put both their Instagrams. So if any of you guys feel so inclined, go look at what they're doing. Okay, so my fangirl factor this week is just the Japanese Grand Prix as a whole because it's our last Formula One race for an entire month, which usually we have two races in between now and Miami, but instead, because of things going on, we can't. So I'm really loving Japan right now because we get to have a race and then we don't have another one for a month. And now there's going to be three separate months during the season that we have breaks because they have summer break and then there's like a break in between some of the European ones and United States ones. So that's mine.
That's
I'm
crazy.
jealous they get a summer break. Can we get a summer break?
They get like a 4 week summer break.
Bring back summer breaks for adults. Like we need a break too.
Yes.
No, seriously, why
Oh
don't
my
we have a summer
gosh.
break? Like, you
Why
want
don't
me
we
to
get a
work
summer
every
break?
day
I
during the
would
summer?
take not having time off in between Christmas and New Year's for a summer break.
I don't even get
Yeah, I
that.
agree. Because, like, I want to tan when it's good UV. I don't want to be inside.
No, and I feel like especially during the 4th of July weekend or even Memorial Day, like so many people are on PTO anyway. Give us the break. Just give us the week off. Give us like the Wednesday to Wednesday or something like
There's
that.
no way it's productive, anyways, with like
No,
people
because
being in
everybody's
and out.
out.
Hmm.
Teachers are lucky, like, in that sense of like that they have that school calendar. So they have summer, they have all the breaks. Like, that's so
Ugh,
nice.
I want that calendar, but not.
Yeah, but not being a teacher because I don't want to teach children.
Yeah, but also they usually have to get jobs during the summer because they have no income.
Yeah.
Some you can like also make it so your income comes throughout the summer instead of getting like paid
Yeah,
more during the year. I don't know. All I know is that I would love a summer break. I think that's the hardest part about adulting is that you don't get a summer anymore.
agreed.
Well, that was our show. That was, in case you missed it, the weekly recap. That is us just recapping the main stories from the last week that we feel you might need to know, and honestly included some things that maybe you don't need to know, but we wanted to know and we wanted to talk about. So make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok so you're not missing any of our posts throughout the week. We try to post every day, and we always post on our stories. And then subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify so you never miss an episode. We will see y'all next Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.